Tajik Film and Jahanumot channel presents an author's project by Mirzo Asozoda, Out of the Cycle, My Krena. National Park. If the world was like an ocean and the ocean had gems, this gem would be Badakhshan. The heart of Badakhshan is the Tajik National Park. Who has not been in the Pamir, he doesn't know the world. Who was not in the national park, he does not know Pamir. Badakhshan is rich in natural and climatic contrasts and is a unique region for the organization of the national park. Glaciers and snowfields, alpine desert, and densely vegetated valley, abundant rivers, lakes, natural thermal and mineral springs, a variety of rocks, exotic and wildlife value, the presence of specific recreational resources for active and extreme rest. All this, for a long time, attracted the attention of scholars and travelers. Peak Somoni. Its elevation 7,495 meters, the highest peak in Tajikistan. In the list of the highest peaks of the world is on the 50th place. Mountain lakes are blue-eye vertices. In fact, from the top, it looks like the lake peaks. This phrase sinks into the soul of each who has visited at one time the Pamirs and had to remember it and think about the meaning of what was said. The largest lakes of the Tajik National Park are Sarez, Karakul, and Yashilkul. By surface area, the largest lake, Karakul, and the volume of water is Sarez. In addition to large lakes, in the park, there is more than 400 small, having a circle from tens of meters up to 1 to 2 kilometers. It was a clear, sunny winter day. On top was visible ice slopes. From the bottom, blue Lake Karakul. On the background of sparkling white snow reminds human eyes looking somewhere over. Here there are blue eyes of the peak, this unique beautiful mountain lake. Lake seems forever watching his blue eyes on the mountain tops, and they are reflected in the waters of these lakes. Absolutely amazing panorama of Peak Istiklal. Sino opens from Karakul. It affects any person with its beauty. Color of the lake, water during the day varies from purple to blue. Karakul Lake is a reservoir of glacial origin. Its volume is 380 kilometers squared, with a maximum depth of 238 meters. Above lake lives the Karakul Loach, a small 8 to 10 centimeter fish. It is the only fish in this lake, and this is considered to be an endemic to this place. Water in Karakul is salty. There aren't any other fishes in the lake. From the world of birds, the Indian goose flies in the summer to make nests and in September flies back with their chicks. The lake water is cold. Its temperature, even in the hottest time, is of no more than 8 to 10 degrees. It's a great place for extremists and lovers who ride on sailboats and fresh air. On the way to Karakul, we'll enjoy not only beautiful landscapes, but won't remain without historical and cultural places of the Tajik National Park. Before you, the Russian fort is on the border with China. This port was built in the years 1891 to 1893 by officers of Tsarist Russia. Officers of the Tsarist army were very competent and great diplomats. The local people of their cultures and religions are respected. Moreover, near Karakul is the Death Valley. You will see the ancient solar calendar of Pamir, which dates back to antiquity. Cult of the sun to its roots dates back to ancient times. and permeates in the national calendar of farmers of all regions of the Pamirs. It was found that in 2500 BC, the Sumerians used the lunar solar calendar. Solar calendar played an important function that defines the beginning of spring, and hence the beginning of agricultural work. He suggests that the ancestors of Badakhshan perfectly catered to natural features of the region. Practical experience has allowed no century master elementary astronomical knowledge, and artistically put them into practice. Tajik National Park, on the base of which is planned to establish the Pamir Alai Transfrontier Park, is the largest conservation reserves on the territory of Central Asia. This park occupies 2,611,674 hectares. The park covers the territory of Tabildera, Jirgatol areas, and area of Badakhshan, Murghab, Shugnan, Rushan, and Vanj areas. The park occupies 18% of the total territory of the Republic. It has sufficient grounds to ensure long-term conservation of biodiversity, natural and cultural sites. A significant area of the park is located in the eastern Pamirs. The main objective of the Tajik National Park is saving valuable landscape complexes of rare and endangered species of flora and fauna, monuments of nature, culture and history, tourism development, as well as the sustainable use of natural resources. Located on the territory of the Tajik National Park is famous glaciers Fichenko, Bear, Abu Khahor, Rum, the highest peak Somoni, Peak Sino, and Trapeza, as well as Karakul Lake, Lake Sarez, Lake Yashilkul, and his companion Bulun Khul. All of these glaciers, peaks, and lakes is considered the core of the Tajik National Park. The park is inhabited by many different animals, but the most endangered species, such as the snow leopard, Siberian ibex, and Marco Polo sheep. They are under special control to additionally protect them from extinction. Tajik National Park has a unique opportunity for the development of tourism. The rich flora and fauna of the park, unique landscapes, and the highest mountain peaks dazzle anyone who has even once in their life been to this place. Symbol of wildlife in Pamir is the Arkhar, or how he is called, Ram Marco Polo. Arkhar is considered as indigenous inhabitants of Badakhshan. Powerful and beautiful horns over 700 years ago struck the Venetian merchant and traveler. Marco Polo, during his travels from Badakhshan to China, recalls the beautiful nature, rich flora and fauna, the harsh winters of the Pamirs, and naturally about the beautiful mountain sheep. Since Europeans first of materials of Marco Polo learned about the mountain sheep, it is called Ram Marco Polo. Arkhar is called a rare animal. It is recorded in the Red Book. It is difficult to estimate the size of the mountain ram on a large area of the Pamirs, in connection to uneven terrain and the inaccessibility of the habitat type. Also, Ram Marco Polo makes migration on the border of Tajikistan, China, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, and depending on the season, has an unstable population within a given range. Many professionals and experts are confident that the total number of Marco Polo in Tajikistan does not exceed 7,000 to 8,000. Comparison of data on the population dynamics of mountain sheep indicate a catastrophic decline in this species. To migrate the Arkhar population inhabiting the territory of the park within its natural range is a serious obstacle boundary engineering construction between Tajikistan and China. In the 70 years of the last century in the area, Akhbaital was allocated a special corridor. Here, at a distance of 400 meters, there are no barbed wiring. This is the only corridor throughout the eastern border of the park, but this passage does not provide normal movement of animals within the natural habitat. To ensure proper migration, the Arkhar needs to organize at least 2 more migration corridors, the northern east and southeast. Arkhar has many enemies, snow leopards, wolves, and his most dangerous enemy is a poacher. Another rare fauna representative of the Pamirs is the Siberian ibex. He is just a gourmand for snow leopard. The total number of Siberian ibex throughout Tajikistan is tentatively estimated at 17,000 individuals. More than 50% population of this species is concentrated in the park. On the eastern part of the park is less ibex than sheep of Marco Polo, because Capricorn prefers steep slopes and Arhar gentle slopes. That is not typical habitat for ibex. These two species in the eastern Pamirs occupy one and the same valley, and if there are suitable landscapes, they can graze on the same alpine meadows. Key habitats of ibex is located in the western Pamirian part of the park. Fauna and flora of this area is very rich. Besides bears, wolves, and other predators, in the lake inhabits most cautious beast snow leopard, or ounce, local name of palang. This is a very cautious animal, perfectly adapted to the harsh conditions of the mountains. Largest snow leopard, in length it reaches 120 to 150 centimeters, where his tail length is about 90 centimeters. The mass 23 to 41 kilograms. Snow leopard's body elongates and squats on relatively short legs. The tail is long and dense due to the omission of a uniform, of very thick. Such scalp is excellent protection from the cold. This beast is fluffy, almost white, covered with dark spots, completely blends in with snow mixed with earth and stones. In the summer, the leopard lives near the snow line, and after the winter descends. Snow leopard has virtually no enemies. Dangerous for him is only a pack of wolves or herding dogs. And then, when there are many. Snow leopard usually hunts at dusk or dawn, when the shadows and object and male merge indistinguishable. Snow leopard approaches the object of his hunt at close range, which gently contributes to its colors, and then 2 to 3 jumps catches his prey. The most convenient place to attack he chooses, having hidden in a tree, a rock, or among the rocks. Then suddenly falls on the victim's back and stabs it in the throat with his sharp teeth. If he misses, he will not usually chase the prey, as the physical data rate is inferior to her. Not without basis, the leopard is called the shepherd of wild dogs. Hunting wild goats, he is forced to make with them vertical migrations. In snowy winters, animals in search of food down pretty low. A snow leopard follows them like a shadow. Usually it runs parallel above or below them to pick an opportune moment to attack. Overtaking the victim, the leopard remains beside her a few days to as long as he eats all of the prey. Preys mainly on ungulates, sometimes catches hares, marmots, partridge, and the yarls. According to some zoologists, leopard have recently reduced the number of young litter. This is the deterioration of its food supply and rampant poaching. Park territory is considered a key section for snow leopards. The total number of leopards in Tajikistan is estimated at roughly 200 to 220 individuals. On the grounds of the Tajik National Park lives about 140 individuals, representing 64% of the total population of leopards in Tajikistan. In 1988, the snow leopard was given the status of a rare, tending to reducing number, and any withdrawal of his nature was illegal. Yak is the main symbol of the family fortune in eastern Pamirs. To live on without yaks in Murghab is already a catastrophe. Its caloric milk, tasty meat, and most important for yak, there is no need to build a warm room. They love the cold and frost. Basic food for yaks is tireskin, which in recent years, due to lack of fuel impurity, population destroys it. Tireskin Pauline are very basic and caloric goodies, not only for yaks, but other representatives of the fauna of this region. In order not to destroy the rich fauna and flora of the Pamirs, in particular of the Tajik National Park, which more than 3,000 human settlements is on the structure around the park, should raise the level of their lives. Building of hospitals, schools, and kindergartens for more to create jobs, raise wages, and organize, of course, tourism. Then the local population would not cut to skin, but will not shoot for skins and meat of rare animals. On the way to Bulinkul, in Alichur Valley, on the left side of the Murghab Valley, is called Bozordara. Here is where you can get to the ancient town of Samarkand, which opened the first archaeologists in the 60 years of the last century. At this point, though, would be a little left to the building of the city, but you can feel yourself in an ancient era, acquainted with the culture and ancient being of Badakhshan. Bolunkul Valley is one of the highest and cold climates in the Pamirs. Already in October, the temperature goes down to minus 25 to 30 degrees. In winter, sometimes to more than 50 degrees. Not a big village with the same name as Bulunkul. You are met with proud and hospitable people. Lake Bulunkul is small, and from the harsh climate, quickly freezes. But do not be sad. Near far right, behind the small ridge, is hid the diamond of Badakhshan, the older sister of Bulunkul, beautiful Yashilkul. At the height of 3,634 meters from thousands of sea level, with a length of 35 kilometers, at a depth of 4 to 50 meters, and width of 3.5 by 4.5 kilometers, with clear water, is quiet as a sleeping beauty. On the palm of the mountains, Yashilkul shines as a jewel of unique charm of mountain landscapes surrounding the lake. Not repeatable hot springs on the banks that you can swim in, dazzles any visitor. Within 4 months, June to September, on the lake is dry, windless weather with weak fluctuations in the air temperature and with considerable transparency of the atmosphere. All this in the presence of a beautiful mountain paysage and rocks framing the lake makes this area a perfect place for recreation and tourism. In the territory of the Tajik National Park, there are many geothermal, radon, and hydrogen sulfide sources. Hot Springs is a place of rest and treatment of tourists and locals. Widely known for the hot sand Yashilkul, where hundreds of people are treated annually. The largest lake of the Tajik National Park by volume of water is Sarez, which is 86.5 kilometers squared. Before us awaits the paradise of Badakhshan, but to get here, before this heaven, has to go to many miles on foot. Originally hellish fatigue, and then here in front of you, paradise view of Lake Sarez. Length of about 55.8 kilometers, depth of about 500 meters, water edge about 3,263 meters above sea level. The volume of water more than 16 kilometers cubed. Surrounding mountains towering over the lake to more than 2,416 meters, flowing of Murghab River, flowing the river of Bartan. The lake was formed on the 5th, or according to the old calendar, on the 18th of February 1911, after a major earthquake of 9 points, when the Murghab River was covered due to strong landslide, buried the village of Usoy, forming a natural dam with a height of 567 meters, filled hollow in the same year flooded village Sarez, which gave its name to the lake. Lake remained stagnant till 1914, when the rubble were first springs. Usoy Dam also blocked flows into the small river of Murghab Shada Daryo, which led to the formation of another, a smaller lake Shado. In addition to large lakes in the park, are more than 400 small, having a circle from tens of meters up to 1 to 2 kilometers. Sarez is called differently: the Pearl of the Pamirs, the Sleeping Beauty, Unexploded Bomb, the Evil Dragon of Central Asia. Thanks to various earthquakes and cataclysms, there was life on Earth. Each mountain, river, lake formed for some reason of a natural phenomenon, as Lake Sarez. All is in the hands of the Creator. Just look at it. Its description fits all of its names. But it can be said for sure that the Lake Sarez is the great source of the cleanest drinking water in Central Asia. Here it is, one of the paradise corners of Badakhshan and the Tajik National Park. Streams, lakes, rivers all originate from mountain springs and glaciers of the Pamir. We're in village Poi Mazor. This is one of the most remote villages in the Vanj area, and one of the most beautiful settlements, which is located directly below the famous glacier Fichenko. The very name of the village in honor of Islamic shrines called Poi Mazor. For hikers, mountain landscape is a great comfortable place to relax and get to the glacier of Fichenko. In the village, 36 families live, around 400 inhabitants, who are glad to meet guests and tourists. Almost all of the water of Vanj originates from Poi Mazor. Fechenko Glacier is 77 kilometers long, 1.5 kilometers wide, thickness of 800 to 1,000 meters. This is one of the largest glaciers in Asia. It has a lot of weighing lips, as the Bear Abdulkahor and others. As a result, a strong earthquake in 1911 broke away Bear Glacier from Fechenko, and in 15 kilometers length, 1.5 kilometers wide, lies as if it's asleep. In fact, a few times it was seen moving. On the top is covered by sand and stones, not showing his face. Located on the east is Glacier Grom, length of 37 kilometers and an area of 143 square kilometers. Garmok Glacier, lying between the ridges of Piri I and Darvoz, has a length of 30.4 kilometers and an area of over 114.6 kilometers. In addition, in the territory of the Tajik National Park are glaciers that are longer than 20 kilometers, and glaciers having a length of more than 2 kilometers. There are dozens. Over 60 million population of Central Asia are provided with fresh water from the glaciers of Badakhshan. It is estimated that the largest artery of the Amudaryo of Panj district annually takes on average 26 to 28 cubic kilometers of clean drinking water from Pamir. Underlying stock glaciers and power of Tajikistan's rivers are located in the Tajik National Park, which again speaks about the uniqueness of this area. It is important to note that the area of the park, reserves, glaciers, and fresh water has no analogs in Central Asia. None of the Asian countries have such a place like a huge natural refrigerator, which was created by nature and has huge reserves of fresh water. Extremely aesthetic importance of the territory is the forever attached clad in ice mountain peaks, which are represented by 3 7,000, 46,000, and more than 100 5,000ers. Alpine waterfalls of crystal waters glisten in the Pamir sunburst background and dispersion, form a rainbow, giving unique territory to the Tajik National Park. The territory of the Tajik National Park is crossed by hundreds of raging mountain rivers, which merge to give rise to major rivers of the Pamirs, such as Gund, Bartang, Vanj, and Obihingao, which proceed in a westerly direction along the gorges of the western Pamirs. Aviofauna of the national park relatively belongs to 15 orders. If we consider the breeding bird fauna of the Pamirs in terms of their origin, many of them are considered to be Tibetan, which proves the proximity and relationship of the aviofauna of the Pamirs and the Tibetan Plateau. Many bird species met in the territory of the Tajik National Park are listed in the Red Book of Tajikistan. These include bar-headed goose, snow vulture, bearded vulture, golden eagle, Mongolian sacred falcon, Tibetan snow cock, short-beaked plover, brown seagull, Tibetan sandgrouse, and snow pigeon. Forest area of the park occupies 34,000 hectares. On the territory of Central Pamir, is identified 639 plant species belonging to 57 families and 248 generations. The general character of vegetation, deserted. On the slopes of the mountains, and especially on the bottom of Say's desert, vegetation, due to the good humidification, is somewhat richer. Here you can find elements of feathered grass steppe and onion. As throughout the Pamir and within the park are allocated 6 vegetation types: desert, leaf, cushions, thorny, steppes, meadows, and shrubs. Dominant position in the landscape of the territories is occupied by Terrescan and Pauline Desert. There is extensive scree and rocks with a distinctive flora. In the desert steppe communities, background species are gray Terrescan, pink-colored Pauline, Tibetan Ayania, and others. Within the park grow plants that are included in the Red Book. Modern ichthyofauna of Pamir refers to an ancient origin group, originating from the Indian representatives. In the pre-glacial period, it had much in common with the fauna of the neighboring regions, India and Tibet. Since the late Pliocene, the ichthyofauna of Pamir was not much changed. Ichthyofauna is represented by 4 species: Turkestan catfish, ordinary marinka, and caracal gulls. All 4 species are represented by one of the Nagorno-Asian faunal complex, which indicates their relic nature, proves the isolation of these water bodies for a long time. The relative stability of the environmental conditions in the lakes and the lack of impact of anthropogenic factors have contributed to the conservation of fish fauna of the Tajik National Park in an unchanged state. Saving Pamir's unique landscapes and biodiversity of flora and fauna, the ordering of economic and recreational development of the territory, maintaining a favorable ecological balance should be the main directions of development of the national park. However, in today's day, in the functioning of the park, there are a lot of problems. For the smooth functioning of the park requires significant financial costs and availability of skilled personnel. Although the decision on the establishment of the Tajik National Park was taken over 15 years ago, due to lack of funding and instability, has not yet been established its infrastructure, is not developed business strategy and security system. In addition, is apparent the lack of funds to logistics and its full activity. Tajik National Park will eventually be able to become a major natural laboratory for scientific research. It will expand integrated work of biologists, glaciologists, meteorologists, hydrologists, geologists, and representatives of many other specialties. The purpose of these activities will be to study and rational use of natural resources in the snow, ice, and dry arid highlands, as well as the study of changes of natural ecosystems influenced by the general warming of the climate. Variety is one of the most important properties of life on Earth, and it is expressed in all its forms and enriches our existence. Recognition of diversity and the ability to evaluate it, the key to tolerance and patience to search that predetermines the opportunities of people for development. But unfortunately, humanity, in the pursuit of globalization and centralization, acceleration of development, and material enrichment, sometimes not notices this value, and the unwitting victim of it, and thus possesses a threat to the very life of the most unique. Surpassing all measure of the fresh waters, energy, mass deforestation, agricultural practices, and other human activities have had a devastating impact on the environment. Today are threatened more than 7,000 species of animals and nearly 60,000 plants. This was the reason that the international community in recent decades has been to take care of preserving the diversity of the world, both materially and spiritually. According to UNESCO Convention from the 21st of June 2013, the Tajik National Park was included in the list of World Heritages.